All right. Hello, everyone. Now, I welcome you all to my class, and that is the class with Nilanjana ma'am. And yesterday, I had already given you a brief idea of the difference between phrase and clause. So today, let's start the three different, the main three categories of phrase. Okay, we also have some other kinds of phrases like prepositional phrase or some other types, but here let's do the basic three different phrases. So let's get started. The phrase. Now we can divide phrases into three basic types, into three basic categories. The first one is ADJ. See, ADJ is a short form of adjective, so adjective phrase. Okay. The second phrase is the adverb phrase. And the third type of phrase is a noun phrase. So these are the three basic types: adjective phrase, adverb phrase, and noun phrase. Now let's have a basic understanding of adjective phrase. Now we all know what is an adjective. Adjective does the function of describing a noun. An adjective modifies a noun, it qualifies a noun, it gives us more information about nouns. So what is an adjective phrase? Now we all know what is a phrase. A phrase is a group of words. So this we did, that a phrase is a group of words and it does not have any subject or any predicate, that is that it has no verb. So what is a function of adjective phrase? Why do we call a group of words an adjective phrase? So we call a group of words an adjective phrase if it does the function of an adjective. So where you have one word, one adjective which qualifies a noun, here you will have a phrase, that is a group of words which does the function of an adjective. So this group of words, it can be 2 words or 3 words or 4 words or 5 words. So yes, definitely it will start with 2 words. Start meaning at least it should have at least 2 words, then it forms a group. So this group of words will do the function of an adjective, meaning it will tell us something about a noun. Yes. Next one is adverb phrase. So we all know what is an adverb. An adverb tells us something more about a verb. So here also this group of words will do the function of an adverb, meaning it will modify a verb. So an adverb phrase does the function of modifying a verb. So it will give you answers to questions like when, where, how, meaning when the action was done, where the action was done, how the action was done. So it will give you questions, it will give you answers to these questions: when, where, how. Okay. Now let's move on to the third phrase, and that is a noun phrase. So what is a noun phrase? Now this noun phrase will, generally does 2 functions. It can either be the subject of a verb or it can be an object of a verb. All right. So noun phrase will have 2 functions. Either it will be a subject of a verb or an object of a verb. All right. Now this we have to understand more by solving examples. All right. Yes, so let's get started with some examples of phrases. Okay, let's find out adjective phrases or adverb phrases or noun phrase. Let's see how many we can solve. So first one, he is a person of kind nature. He is a person of kind nature. So first find out the phrase. How do you find out the phrase now? See, he is a person. This is a complete part of the sentence. So this is not the phrase. Of kind nature. This is the phrase because it has no verb, it has no subject. So this is my phrase. Now you have to try to identify whether it is an adjective phrase or a noun phrase or an adverb phrase. Of kind nature. So let's see if this functions as an adjective or an adverb or a noun. See, it of kind nature. So this group of words tells us something about the person, right? He's a person of kind nature. So what kind of a person is he? Of kind nature, right? So this group of words or this phrase is an adjective phrase because it qualifies the noun person. Second one, we saw an elephant with white skin. So we saw an elephant with white skin. First, let's find out find out the phrase first. So we saw an elephant. This is a complete part of the sentence. So with white skin, that is my phrase. And now what kind of phrase is it? Adjective, adverb, or noun? So we saw an elephant. What kind of elephant did we see? We saw an elephant with white skin. So this group of words is actually telling us something about elephant. It is not telling us anything about the verb. It is not telling us anything about the subject of the verb or something. It is telling us it is telling us something about, or it is qualifying the noun elephant. So what kind of elephant did we see? We saw an elephant with white skin. So this is also an adjective phrase. Number 3, children like books with colorful pictures. So with colorful pictures, that is my phrase, because it is telling me, because it is telling me something about books. And children like books. This is the complete part of the sentence. Children like books. It has a subject, it has a predicate, like books, like is a verb. And with colorful pictures, this group of words does not have a subject or does not have a verb. So with colorful pictures is my phrase, and it is an adjective phrase, right? It is an adjective phrase because it is telling you what kind of books do children like. Number 4, gardens with cool shady trees look beautiful. So which is my phrase and which is my complete part of the sentence? Now, gardens look beautiful, isn't it? That is that is a complete part of the sentence. So we can just differentiate it. Gardens with cool shady trees look beautiful. So this is my complete part. Gardens look beautiful. And the phrase part is this, with cool shady trees. That is a phrase part, right? So what phrase is it? Now this also, you see, with cool shady trees, it tells us something about the gardens. That means this is also one adjective phrase, right? Next one, 5th one, she lived in the middle of the forest. She lived in the middle of the forest. So which is my phrase, or which is my complete part? If I think she lived as a complete part, then it's, and if I think that that there's a full stop here, no problem. She lived is a sentence. She lived. Where did she live? In the middle of the forest, right? So this whole thing is my phrase. This whole thing is my phrase. So she lived. Where did she live? She lived in the middle of the forest. This is my adverb phrase because it is answering the question where. Now the last one. No life is possible on the moon. No life is possible. No life is possible where? On the moon. So if I ask the question where, I'm getting the answer. So this is also my adverb phrase, right?